Will Brian finally stay away from Ellen? Simon Fraser is seen gloating once more at the beginning of the new episode. He makes it apparent that Ellen MacKenzie will face a test of her moral character, and Brian is well aware of what that entails. Knowing that Ellen will be executed if she fails, Brian will not tolerate it and must go to Castle Leoch on her behalf. Brian doesn't want that, but Julia is adamant about accompanying him and makes an elixir. You see, Julia has a chance to finally get away because Simon is going to Aberdeen for some special waters that will hopefully help him regain his sexual abilities. Davina explicitly states that neither of them should leave, but Julia swears to keep Davina's son safe. And Davina pledges to keep Julia's son safe. As I've previously stated on claireandjamie.com, I've been looking forward to witnessing this lovely moment of friendship. Even though Brian knows Henry will be at Castle Grant, he nevertheless makes an effort to bring Julia there. Right now, I only have one question. Wouldn't Brian understand that Henry would ultimately travel to Castle Leoch to make sure everything was completed correctly since the Grants had required the test? The Outlander prequel tests Ellen's moral character. Ellen is forced to take the purity test, which consists of 3 steps. Since Davy Beaton has known the Mackenzies since Ellen was a young child, it is a little comforting that they initially have him do it. The Grants want to ensure that it is done correctly, so they have additional ideas. Ellen must so demonstrate that she can hold her water and subsequently urinate without problems. At this point, Glenna was able to assist Ellen by encouraging her to drink as much water as she could to ensure that it ran clear. And she wouldn't even be aware that the reason the urine becomes orange is actually dehydration. Julia's mixture is used in the physical test, which is the final phase of the examination. She made something that would resemble the hymen, and it works well enough to fool the priest and the doctor who are doing the test. I feel sorry for Ellen since she's not just humiliated but also in a lot of pain. Most of the males, at least, were civil enough to turn away. She and Glenna quickly return to Ellen's room to inform Julia of her passing. Although Glenna understands how they entered and are leaving and stops them so she can, Julia also informs Brian of the good news.